Good afternoon, I'm Susie Nordquist, and this is your midday news fix for Monday, the 18th of August. Double convicted murderer David Tamahere's final chance to clear his name has begun in the Supreme Court. He was found guilty of murdering Swedish tourists Urban Höglund and Heidi Pakkanen in the Coromandel Peninsula in 1989. Tamahere's longtime lawyer Murray Gibson has told the court the issue is whether his conviction represents a substantial miscarriage of justice. Gibson says his counsel will advise on 6 breaches of fair trial grounds. The bill for lawyers representing former ministers who led during the COVID-19 response will be paid by the taxpayer as is usual. Chris Hipkins, Dame Jacinda Ardern, Grant Robertson and Aisha Verrill sought advice from a law firm on answering questions about the pandemic response. Prime Minister Chris Luxon says such fees are generally paid for with public funds.
I think there's a long-standing convention that if former ministers from previous governments incur any legal costs for any claims like this, it's picked up by the taxpayer.
Meanwhile, Luxon still believes scrapping our Cook Strait mega ferries was the best option. The Hyundai dockyard contracted to build the boats had received a total of $222 million for the Cannes project, which includes a net $144 million final settlement. $300 million had been provisioned. Luxon says the project had blown out to $3.2 billion.
We had to deal with it in the second or third week of a new government and get it right-sized. Yes, there's some break fees and some sunk costs that you've got to swallow and deal with, but the total investment we're going to make is going to be a hell of a lot less than 3.2.
Some cyclists believe helmet laws could do with a review, but other road issues need consideration. Newstalk ZB has revealed the Regulation Ministry has advised the risks of removing the protective requirement, which would outweigh any benefits. Regulation Minister David Seymour asked it to look into removing them. The Cycling Advocates Network says the law can put people off getting into cycling, but spokesperson Patrick Morgan says there are more important things to be looking at.
We believe that protected bike lanes and safer laws to protect people on bikes are the top priorities.
A variety of views on Māori wards from mayoral candidates in our biggest cities. 42 councils plan to hold referenda, but not Auckland or Christchurch. Christchurch Mayor Phil Major and opponent Sarah Templeton say iwi have indicated they don't want them. At Auckland, Mayor Wayne Brown says Māori representation still needs addressing. Council reporter Jacob Jones has more.
Challenger Kieran Leone supports them. In Wellington, both Ray Chung and Diane Colvert say they will follow what voters decide. Andrew Little says he'll be advocating for the wards throughout his campaign.
To sport now, and All Black Patrick Tuipulotu is set to miss Sunday's second rugby championship test against Argentina after a concussion saw him hospitalised in the opener. Scotty Scheffler has stormed to victory by 2 strokes at the penultimate event on golf's PGA Tour in Maryland. The world number 1 started the day 4 shots off the lead, but carded a 3-under par 67 to finish 15 under. Christchurch's Hagley Oval will become the epicentre for T20 cricket this summer by hosting the men's and the women's Super Smash finals on January the 31st. I'm Susie Nordquist, and that is your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update at 5 p.m. from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.